this is the Harbor Freight wheelchair and scooter carrier, which is what they officially call it. When you get one that has a ramp, it's usually for something like that. Otherwise, they're like carriers for coolers and stuff on the back of cars. It's all aluminum. It is rated at 500 pounds, which is pretty cool. And it really does a nice job. You know, once you get it together, there's a lot of screws. It has this ramp, which is nice, and I think it would be good if you had a smaller car, but a smaller car probably wouldn't have, you know, a hitch on the back. But for a truck, the ramp is kind of useless. So you want pull this pin out, drop it down, and as you can see, the angle on the ramp is so steep that bringing something up on here, like something like I want to do, like a snowblower, is not practical. It's very high off the ground. So if the hitch were lower, or I had a smaller vehicle, it might be like this, which would be great. What I need to do is I need to lower this hitch in order to get this angle better. Now, this is rated at 500 pounds, and I just need it for 278, which is my heaviest snowblower. I've got actually 3 to deal with. So what I need to do is I need to make something like a drop hitch that I can use to lower this quite a bit so that this angle is a lot shallower. Now, I could just go out and buy one, but when you make a drop hitch that drops down that low, we're not just talking about a bend, we're talking about something that's low. It's usually adjustable. They make them for, you know, towing a trailer or a camper that could be several thousand pounds, and therefore they are very expensive, $200 minimum. There are some cheap Chinese ones, but when I look at some of the reviews on them, you can actually see where the welds have come off and so forth. And even though the snowblower isn't heavy like a camper, I can't afford to have it falling off in the middle of the road. So I need to make a drop hitch just for this, strong enough so that it'll handle what I need it to do. And I'm not planning on going very far, a mile or 2 at the most, possibly at slow speeds. So I need to make a drop hitch that's just for this thing. Now, I've got the ramp lifted up to an angle that looks like it would be really workable. I mean, really good. And it is now been lifted 10 inches. So that means that I need to drop this down 10 inches. It'll be kind of low, but it's still high enough, and it shouldn't be a problem. Okay, so this is what we're looking at. This goes into the truck over here, and then the carrier will go here. Now, this will be the smaller stock that goes into the truck, and this stock will be a little bit larger because I'm going to actually slide this in here a bit before I weld it, so it's not just welded edge to edge. So this is what we've got. Got to clean it up a little bit before I weld it, clean the joints up, but this goes into the hitch carrier of the truck, and then the device which I'm trying to connect will slide right into here like this. Not using this pipe because it's already on, but it'll go right into here. a pin here going into the truck, a pin here going into the carrier, and it'll be out here, and I don't know if it's exactly 10 inches, but it is 9 3/4, close enough. Just getting it lower. Now I've got to square this all off, clean it up a little bit, and then get out there and weld it. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 joints to weld. This doesn't count. And the welding will take place tomorrow because right now I am all carboned up. Cutting carbon steel, soft carbon steel is really, really messy. So shower time, tomorrow's another day.
The first weld is the pipe that goes in the truck. And the first drop pipe section. I'm what I call a recreational welder. The welds aren't pretty, but they do stick together.
Well, there's still more work to do on it. I have to drill the 2 holes to accept the linchpin to hold things in. And I've got to sand it down a little bit and clean it up and then paint it. But my ramp angle is much better than it was. Remember before it was up here and the ramp was like this. So, let us finish up with this. Well, I've got to have a hole this big. I don't have a drill quite that size, so I'm going to have to ease my way into it and then enlarge it, and then maybe use a step drill at the end. We'll see. About 30 pounds more than this for my heaviest thing. So I think we're going to be just fine. Well, I think we can safely say that I am hot, dirty, in need of a shower right after this, and a little lame because I'm getting old, and when you do something like this you just get a little lame and a little fatigued after a while. So you youngins, you got to look forward to. Anyway, this is it. Of course it's upside down. Holes for the get into the truck and for the receiver for the tray, and it goes like this. And I am going to wire brush. I've got some naphtha to take any oils off, because when you get this stuff it has a coating on it in order to keep it from rusting when you buy it. And then I have some rusty metal primer, and this is the heavy duty stuff, Rust-Oleum. It comes in like gray or whatever, but if you get the one that is orange, reddish orange, it's brick red actually, that's what I call farm primer. And you can prime over rusty metal, but even if your metal isn't rusty, it really sticks. And it takes a long time for any of the rust to come through after a while. So I've got that, And then I've got some flat Rust-Oleum enamel, and we'll let that all dry, and it'll be done because we know it fits. Well, 2 or 3 more coats of that, and then a couple coats of the final black, and we'll be done.